Good morning, students. In a last period, we started some activities. Hope all of you like that activities. Today, we are going to start a second lesson of geography, that is the sun, the moon and the earth. In a last lesson, we learn some information about the different activities. In this lesson, we are going to learn some information about moon, sun and earth, their position and the eclipses. Okay, let's start the lesson. The first point, the moon's motion. Yes, like earth, moon also has axial as well as the orbital motion. The moon, while rotating around itself, revolves around the earth, but earth revolves around the sun, means indirectly moon revolves around the sun. Yes, see here. First one, earth is moving around the sun, and the second one, moon is moving around the earth. That's why moon is indirectly moving around the sun. Understood? Many times question will be asked on this part. Moon revolves around the sun indirectly. It is a true statement. And moon revolved around the sun directly. It is a false statement. Okay. Moon takes same time to revolve around the earth and rotate around itself. That's why we are able to see only one side of moon continuously. Okay. Earth take 365 days to complete one rotation around the sun and to complete the rotation around itself 24 days, 24 hours. But moon takes a same time to revolve around this earth as well as itself. That's why we are able to see only one side of moon continuously. Okay. Next point is there, moon's position. Moon revolves around the earth in a elliptical shape or a oval shape, not in a circle. See in this figure, it is not a circle, it is a elliptical or the oval shape. Okay. That's why sometime moon is closer to the earth and sometime moon is far away from the earth. We are able to see here. Sometime moon is closer to the earth and sometime moon is far away from the earth. On the basis of this, there are two main types or the position of the moon. The first one is the perigee position. In this position, moon is closer to the earth. See in this figure 2.1, moon's position on page number 3. Distance between earth and moon is shorter with compared to the another side. It is known as the perigee. Perigee means closest distance between earth and moon. Now learn the second one, apogee. In this position, moon is far away from the earth. See in this figure 2.1 on page number 3. Distance between earth and moon is longer with compared to the another side. It is known as the apogee position. In a apogee position, moon is at the farthest distance or on a long distance from the earth. Okay. There are two positions, first one apogee and the second one is perigee. Yes, understood these two types or the two positions. Many times questions ask on this portion for true and false as well as draw figure of the moon's position. See this figure carefully and do practice of drawing it. Yes, this figure will be asked in a paper for a 2 marks. moon's position. You have to draw this figure at a center earth on an elliptical path or on a oval shaped path. Two positions are there of moon. One is the perigee and the second one is apogee. Understood this? Okay. We will start the next point, moon's phases or the phases of the moons. You see moon every day. The shape of moon is same or the different? Yes, exactly correct. Small children also know these things. Moon changes its shape every day. Yes, in this figure shown to you how we are able to see the moon. Sometime moon is full, sometime in a quarter, sometime is more than quarter. So we seen different shapes of a moon from the earth. The moon's property of changing its shape every day is known as moon's phases. Okay. Are you able to see here some phases of a moon? There are the 2 days are very important in a moon's phases or the phases of moon. The first one is their full moon day. When we are able to see the full moon is known as the full moon day, or in Marathi we called it Purnima. Okay, and the second important day is new moon day. When we are not able to see the moon is known as the new moon day, or it is called in Marathi Amavasya. Okay. Now see in this figure, from full moon day to the new moon day, moon becomes smaller and smaller. Yes, and on a new moon day, it's disappear. We are not able to see it. This process is known as the period of waxing. Yes, what is meant by period of waxing? From the full moon day to the new moon day, moon becomes smaller and smaller, and on a new moon day it disappears. It is known as period of waxing. Here upside figure shown you how from the full moon day the moon is becoming small, and on a one time we are not able to see the moon. This phase or this process is known as period of waxing. The second one, from a new moon day to the full moon day, moon become bigger and bigger, and on a full moon day we are able to see full moon. This process is known as period of waning. Here see half figure from downside. From new moon day, moon is little bit increasing, and on a full moon day we are able to see the full moon. It is known as the period of waning. Means in a period of waxing, moon becomes smaller, and in a period of waning, moon become larger and larger. In a period of waning, moon becomes small, and or decrease its size, or in a period of waning, moon become big, or increase its size. Two phases understood. On a one phase moon becomes small, and on another phase moon become large. Okay. Now see the angle of the earth, moon and the sun. These angles are very important. See figure 2.3 on page number 4 very carefully. When I am describing this, you have to see these things in a figure. Okay. When the angle between earth and moon is 0 degree, that day is known as the new moon day. Yes, see in this figure carefully. Angles are shown to you. When the angle between earth and the moon is 0 degree, that day is known as the new moon day. Seen in this figure? Okay. Now the second one. When the angle between earth and moon is 90 degree or 270 degree, that days are known as quarter days. See here, on a right side 90 angle and on a left side 270 angle. These both days are known as the quarter days. Okay, angle on the 90 degree and the angle on the 270 degree is known as the quarter days. Now the next one. When the angle between earth and moon is 180 degree. See in this figure, where is 180 degree? Got it? Okay. The angle between earth and moon is 180 degree is known as the full moon day. Okay. Moon has not its own light. Moon reflects the light of sun. So we are able to see the phases of moon. When moon is revolving around the earth, moon is on the opposite side of the sun, then full moon day occur. Or when moon is between earth and the sun, that time new moon day occur. See some sequence, don't confuse it. Okay, see here in this figure how the sequences are there. For match the pairs or choose the correct option, many times question will be asked on this. You have to know the sequence. Very easy trick. You have to know who is in a middle. Yes, who is in a middle. For a full moon day, earth is a middle. Or for a new moon day, moon is middle. For a full moon day, what is the sequence? Moon, earth or sun. Or from this side also you can say sun, earth and moon. For a full moon day, earth is in between moon and sun. In a one line you have to learn this. On a full moon day, earth is in between moon and sun. Okay. Now the next one. For a new moon day, what is the sequence? Sun, moon and earth. Or from this side, earth, moon or sun. In a short, you can say the moon is in between sun and earth. For a new moon day, moon is in between sun and earth. You have to learn this. Sequences are very important. Yes, full moon day, earth is in between moon and sun. For new moon day, moon is in between sun and earth. Understood this? Can I go next? Okay. Now the next part is eclipses. Yes, what is meant by eclipses? We said grahan to the eclipses in Marathi. Okay? Eclipses is a geographical phenomenon when sun, moon and the earth come in a straight line. That time the eclipses occur. Okay, first we will learn its type. There are two main types of the eclipses. How many types are there? There are two main types of eclipses. The first one, solar eclipse, and the second one is lunar eclipse. Solar eclipse have three main types. First one, total solar eclipse, second one, partial solar eclipse, and the third one, annular solar eclipse. And the lunar eclipse have two main types, total lunar eclipse and the partial lunar eclipse. First, we will learn how the eclipse occur. Okay, or we will take some information about it. See this figure carefully. The orbital path of a moon and the earth are not in a same plane. Yes, if we keep something on a notebook, pen, pencil, then we will see it is a same plane, but that earth's orbit and the moon's orbit are not in a same plane. The moon's revolutionary orbit makes an angle of 5 degree with that of the earth. Means in a earth's orbit they make the angle of 5 degree. See here in the figure shown to you, the rotation path of a moon and the rotation path of a earth make an angle of 5 degree to each other, shown into you in this figure. 5 degree you got where it is? Okay. So moon intersect the earth's orbit twice during one revolution. See in this figure, from a right side it intersect once, and from the left side it intersect once, means twicely it intersect when moon complete its one rotation. When full moon day is there, moon makes angle of 180, and on a new moon day it makes the angle of 0 degree, that you learn in the last figure. Here the angle made of the 5 degree with the orbit. The sun, the moon and the earth may not be in a straight line and same plane on every full moon and the new moon day. Hence, eclipse do not occur on every full moon day on a new moon day. When earth, sun and the moon come in a one straight line and in a one plane, that time only eclipse occur. When the eclipse occur? When earth, sun and the moon come in a one straight line and a one plane, that time only eclipse occur. Every full moon day and the new moon day eclipse do not occur. Okay. True and false many times question occur. On every full moon day and the new moon day eclipses occur. It is a false statement. On every full moon day and the new moon day eclipses do not occur. When the earth, moon and sun came in a one straight line and in a one plane, on that day only or on that new moon day or full moon day eclipses occur. Understood this? Now we will learn one type of the eclipses. The first type is their solar eclipse. There are three main types of the solar eclipse. Total solar eclipse, partial solar eclipse and the annular solar eclipse. First, what is meant by solar eclipse? When moon is between earth and sun, the shadow of moon fall on the earth. Due to this, we are not able to see sun for some time. This is known as solar eclipse. Okay, when moon is in between earth and sun, and due to the shadow of the moon, the people from the earth are not able to see sun for some time, it is known as the solar eclipse. There are three types of the solar eclipse: annular, partial solar eclipse, total solar eclipse and the annular solar eclipse. We will learn the two types first: total solar eclipse and the partial solar eclipse. Okay. The shadow of moon is there of two types. How many types that moon's shadow? Two types. Why eclipse occur? Because moon's shadow reach to the earth surface. Okay. Now the shadow of moon is there of two types. One is their dark shadow and the second one is their light shadow. See in this figure, at the central point in a dark shade, the shadow of the moon is shown to you. It reaches to the earth in a limited places, on a limited places, in a small extent, and the light shadow reach on the earth on a large extent. Understood? See here, in a light color, light shadow shown to you, in a dark color, dark shadow shown to you. Where the dark shadow of moon came on the earth, people of that place are not able to see the whole sun. It is known as the total solar eclipse. See in this figure, the shadow of the moon from the limited place of earth at the central point only, that the dark shadow reached to the earth. From that places, the people who are living on that places, they are not able to see the sun, whole sun. It is known as the total solar eclipse. Okay, due to the dark shadow of the moon, total solar eclipse occur. But on a same time, on the another places of the earth, the light shadow of the moon reaches. See in this figure, it is a on a large extent, on a earth, on a many places that the light shadow reaches. The people from that place not able to see the sun partially, or some part of sun they are not able to see. They are able to see the half sun, some are able to see the quarter sun, some part of the sun they are able to see and some part of the sun not able to see. This type of solar eclipse is known as partial solar eclipse. Due to the light shadow of the moon, the places on the earth, people are not able to see some part or the partial part of the sun. This type of solar eclipse is known as the partial solar eclipse. Okay, downside two figures are given to you. In a total solar eclipse, we are not able to see the whole sun. In a second figure shown to you, total solar eclipse, and in a first figure, see, some part of sun we are able to see and some part of the sun we are not able to see. It is known as partial solar eclipse. See in this figure, in a first figure, total solar eclipse are shown to you, and see in a second one, it is a partial solar eclipse. These are the images of total solar eclipse and partial solar eclipse. Understood these two types? Okay, we will take the third type of this solar eclipse. This is the annular solar eclipse. Third types of eclipse is annular solar eclipse. Sometimes the moon is there in a apogee position. Now you learn the apogee position. What is mean by apogee position? The moon is far away from the earth, yes, or the farthest distance. Here sometimes moon is there in a apogee position. This means the moon is from the farthest of the earth. As a result, the deep shadow of the moon is cast in a space and do not reach to the earth. From from a very small region of the earth only, illuminated or shining, brightening edges of the sun disk is seen in a form of the ring. Sometimes the moon is there in a apogee position, that's why its shadow do not reach to the earth, but from some places of earth we are not able to see the sun, but we are able to see the brightening edges, illuminated edges, shining edges in a form of the ring, yes, round. It is known as the annular solar eclipse. It is a very rare phenomenon. See here, upside figure shown to you, that ring, shining ring. The shadow is there at the center of the sun, and the outside edges of the sun are able to see. It is known as the annular solar eclipse. See in this figure. This is the figure or the picture of the annular solar eclipse. When the annular solar eclipse occur, annular solar eclipse occur when the moon is there in a apogee position. Understood? Let's learn some characteristics of the solar eclipses. The first one, a solar eclipse occur on a new moon day but not on every new moon day. Okay, the first characteristics is the solar eclipse occur on a new moon day but not on every new moon day. When the sun, moon and the earth are in the same plane and in a straight line, then the solar eclipse occur. And the third one is the maximum duration of the total solar eclipse is 7 minutes and 20 seconds, or total in the seconds 440 seconds. You have to know the characteristics of the solar eclipses. There are three main characteristics. Solar eclipse occur on a new moon day when moon, earth and sun come in a same plane and the straight line. The solar eclipse occur, and the maximum duration of the total solar eclipse is 7 minutes and 20 seconds. Okay. I think you understood the position of moon and its phases as well as the eclipse and its type. Tomorrow we will learn the lunar eclipse and its type. Thank you.